Hi, my name is Inayat, and I wanted to talk to you about quantum healing hypnosis. This is a technique that was developed by Dolores Cannon. Dolores has been involved in hypnosis for over 40 years, and quantum healing hypnosis is her perfected technique to help lead people into a common set of experiences to touch on deep aspects of themselves, and it's been perfected through many years with many thousands of clients that she has worked with. It's a tested technique, it's very safe, and her clients typically report a large variety of personal healings, some of which also involve physical healings, and I've seen this myself in some of my sessions. So what it allows you to do is to bring forward information from your past lives and your higher self that are relevant to the situation that you're experiencing and the life that you're experiencing right now. About me, my name is Inayat, and I'm a Reiki master and a quantum healing hypnosis practitioner, and I was trained in quantum healing hypnosis by Dolores in June of 2011 in Portland, Oregon. I've been involved with Reiki since before the year 2000. I'm a Reiki master, and I also teach people about Reiki, and I've been trained in a number of other healing modalities as well. Now, about quantum healing hypnosis, it's a general form of hypnosis. It involves a very simple process. It's very akin to guided meditation, and it helps you to get into a very relaxed state and to be able to turn on or activate those parts of the mind that do have the memories, that do have the past experiences, and the ability to connect to the higher self as well. All of the quantum healing hypnosis sessions are audio recorded, and part of the reason for this is so that you have an idea of exactly what happened. Some people don't remember what happened during the hypnosis. Many people do remember what happened. But because there's so much information, it's something that you can refer back to in the audio recording which you receive, which has everything that occurred. You bringing forth information from your past lives, from the higher self. These frequently contain answers, explanations about what's going on in your life today. So it's really good that the technique involves that you, the client, has a copy of that recording. So how does this work? Well, there's basically two parts. There's an interview process and then the actual hypnotic induction. The interview process occurs first, and the idea behind that is to help you, to help the practitioner, to know who are the major people in your life. Your mother, your father, siblings, significant other people, partners, spouses, etc. That begins to give us a picture of the people who are in your constellation of lives, a constellation of souls, because those people typically will appear in the past life experiences also. That way, if while somebody is under hypnosis, they say, oh, so-and-so, is here, we can equate as the practitioner, we know who you're talking about. So that's the first part of the session. And typically we would spend around an hour or so just doing the interview process. The next thing that happens is a restroom break. We want to make sure that we're all set, we're relaxed, and ready for the next part of the session, which is the actual hypnosis. Now, as I said before, the hypnosis, which is also called an induction, uses a gentle, very easy to follow guided imagery. And in this guided imagery, we begin to cultivate an awareness and a mode of the mind that's very relaxed, that helps to put you in a very relaxed, a very safe, a very comfortable state. And it's when the mind is relaxed like this that we can interact with it through the imagery and be able to bring up experiences. And in the technique, we want to call forward to the most appropriate experiences in the past lives that will have meaning for you in the session, in this lifetime. So you need to be relaxed, you need to be warm and comfortable. This technique does not lend itself to working on a massage table. When Dolores does the technique, she actually has a small bed in her office that her clients use. So in terms of anyone's individual technique, your session, we will make an arrangement to at your location or at my location. In my location, we'd actually be using a sofa for you to get comfortable on in order to have your experience. So again, this is a safe technique. It's very easy, it's very repeatable for people to have very good experiences. Dolores trains us on all sorts of sessions, how they go, different experiences that can occur in the session. Again, everything is safe, and all her students are very well trained to support you in your individual session. Now, depending on how the session unfolds, you may be facilitated or assisted to experience 2 or 3 past lives. And in these past lives, we're looking for significant events that happen. And again, we ask for the most appropriate past life segments to come forward. And those segments are typically the ones that have meaning for you, have some answers for you about what's going on in your relationships and in your situations in the current lifetime. And again, everything is recorded, so you can review it later. Now, after we've gone through 2 or 3 past life experiences, we then shift in the induction where we contact the higher self. And we ask permission multiple times during the induction when we're shifting to the higher self. May we have permission to talk to your higher self. And we also in the session explain that we honor and appreciate everything that the higher self does for us. So we're again wanting to extend that intimate, very friendly, very comfortable and safe relationship to the higher self. And when we do that, the higher self actually responds in the conversation in a very natural way. So what we do is we ask for guidance. We ask for an explanation as to why those past lives that we just went through, because the higher self was involved in the selection of those. We ask, why were those past lives involved? What were the lessons that you needed to know or experience by seeing those past lives? What was the information that was there for you? And once we have that dialogue with the past life, then we ask for healing. We ask the higher self to look at the body, to see what needs to be adjusted. You may have some specific things that you know that you wanted working on in your body. We also ask for healing for those. And I've seen this happen in sessions that I've done. I've seen the body making adjustments and clients reporting that their body is different, that they've experienced physical healings as a result of these sessions. Now, after we've asked for guidance from the higher self and after we've asked for healing, what we do is we begin to step back from the higher self, and we go ahead and we use some affirmations that you have prepared ahead of time. And we go ahead and repeat those affirmations to you because you're in the receptive state. So I, as the practitioner, would repeat your affirmations, help them to be in front of you, to be absorbed by you while you're in this comfortable and receptive state. Then we count you back to normal waking consciousness, and part of that is that when you're back fully awake, you feel refreshed and you feel like you've had a very good session. And as far as whether or not you remember what happened, that varies on you. Some Some clients do remember everything that they've said, other clients don't remember anything. So that's why we have the recording for you. So we had said earlier that the interview section could last around an hour, and the induction session can last an hour to an hour and a half. So you can already see here that making a commitment to do a quantum healing session, you're going to need about 2.5 to 3.5 hours to do the interview, do the break, and do the induction. So is this something for you? If you're looking for a way to move forward in your life, to get at some of those issues, concerns, or matters that may have come at you from a previous life, some energy that you're carrying, you're looking for a way to move past any obstacles, or perhaps just looking for insight into the next steps in your life, then the quantum healing hypnosis seems like it's a good fit for many people. Now, the other thing that you should know is that Dolores requires all of her quantum healing hypnosis students to be in their practice for a year without charging clients anything. So since I was certified in the training in June of 2011, that means until middle of 2012, all of the sessions that you would have with me are free. So in review, the preparation, if you decide this is something that you want to do, what you should do is to make your list of 3 questions. These are questions that you want to know about your life, about certain situations that are going on. And these are questions that we'll ask the higher self, your higher self, when we're asking for guidance. That's part of the guidance that we're asking for, is those 3 questions. Then you'd also want to make what your around 3 affirmations are. These are things, directions, energies that you want to change in your life or move forward in a new direction. Maybe you want to make a transition in career or something like that. Breaking an old habit, starting a new skill set or something. The affirmations would get into those, and before we bring you back to full waking consciousness, then we give you those affirmations again that you have written down. So if that sounds like the quantum healing is for you, then please do contact me. I am at Inayat 2012, Inayat 2012 2012 at gmail.com. That's all there is to do to book a session. It's a process that I've seen as being very simple, very effective, it's very safe, and through Dolores' pioneering work, it's already helped thousands of people.